Well, Luke Air Force Base's population includes about 7,500 active duty military and 15,000 family members. And with about 80,000 retired military living in the greater Phoenix area, the base services a total population of more than 100,000 people in Arizona.
The base's financial impact on our economy is massive. It's estimated that the base brings in $3.8 billion for the state of Arizona each year. And as part of our dedication to keeping you in the loop, all things happening in the West Valley, today we are highlighting Luke Air Force Base.
A lot of good folks out there. Troy Hayden and Tram Mai are live now from the base with more on Luke's vital mission. Hey, guys.
Yeah, and we've been so lucky to meet so many of those good folk, as you're saying. So many different, some 10,000 jobs out here. We just were watching the planes take off and land the F-35s, the most advanced fighter jets in the world, right here on the runway.
I know, and you can hear it. I mean, it is just a rumble from the ground into the air. And what's interesting is, I was hoping that we would get, oh, there's one right there. There's a jet coming in right there.
Oh, good eye,
so
Tram.
what's interesting is usually they will travel in two. One is the instructor, the other one is the student. So this one's just coming in. There's probably going to be another one soon as well. But just the roar from the engine, it is really impressive. All right, we talked about $3.8 billion.
It's an economic roar, isn't it?
It really is. And so, you know, it's really staggering how much of an impact that Luke Air Force Base has on the economy. It's the 11th largest employer here in Arizona. Take a look at its impact. Luke Air Force Base, the largest fighter wing in the U.S. Air Force.
Home to the 56th and 944th Fighter Wings, where we train the world's greatest fighter pilots and combat-ready airmen. So notice I said world's greatest in there, because we do train 75% of the world's F-35 pilots right here at Luke.
Including training for 5 foreign partner nations: Italy, Belgium, Denmark, Singapore, and the Netherlands. All train here to build stronger international collaborations. Luke is located in Glendale, nestled between a number of other West Valley cities like Litchfield Park, Peoria, Surprise, and El Mirage. Mark James is the director of the Community Initiatives team at Luke Air Force Base. He makes sure the military members get the support they need and tackles the issues that affect the base at every level: local, state, and federal.
We are the largest fighter wing operating in the 5th largest metropolitan city in America. 13 municipalities fall within our mission footprint. So you're talking 13 mayors, 13 councils, governor's office on down, and Maricopa County as well. So we have such a large footprint and diversity amongst the state, local, and federal entities that it takes those long-term relationships to make it all work.
Even all the way between Yuma and Tucson, south of I-8, at the Barry M. Goldwater Range, where pilots practice air-to-air maneuvers and more. With more than 5,200 active service members, more than 2,300 reservists, and close to 2,900 civilians, the direct economic impact is $974 million.
There's 10,000 personnel that work up here on the installation each day. That includes active, reserve, and our civilian counterparts. There's nearly 100,000 personnel that the installation supports in the local West Valley, and that includes our retirees and dependents. So you're talking healthcare, you're talking education, businesses, all contribute to that number.
Add it all up, and the total economic impact in Arizona is over $3 billion.
Our economic impact is $3.88 billion, which is the equivalent of 5 Super Bowls every year, right here in the West Valley every year. So, you know, that's an impressive number, and we're proud to be able to contribute to the economy. But it really comes down to the support that we get from the local cities. I don't think it's an overstatement to say that Luke Air Force Base would not be here today if it was not for our West Valley partners, which are those 13 municipalities and the county, supporting what we do. Bringing the F-35 here in 2014, we wouldn't be here without them.
It's a powerful force that has a huge economic impact in the region, but more importantly, an influential impact on the world, and it's right here in our own backyard.
All right, and so we talk about that $3.8 billion economic impact into the economy, and that's actually a 62% increase from 8 years ago. So that is huge.
And it's like several Super Bowls, right?
Yes, 5 Super Bowls.
5 different Super Bowls when you think about that. And there's 10,000 jobs out here, so many different ones, maintaining planes, flying planes, taking care of people who do both. And these guys, though, they have the most dangerous job on the base. Who are they, Tram?
Absolutely. We've got Chief Sanchez and Master Sergeant Neil Lang. Thank you so much for showing us this. Tell us about your role and how dangerous that is for you guys.
Yeah, so I'm the Explosive Ordnance Disposal Flight Chief here at Luke Air Force Base. I have 52 amazing EOD warfighters that we're constantly training for any role, full spectrum operations, whether it's here or deployed, as well as supporting the base, as well as the Barium Goldwater range.
So your job is when you go out on the Goldwater range and you see things like this or something like this, you make sure they're no longer dangerous, correct?
Correct, yeah. Specifically to the Barium Goldwater range, our pilots, this is a BDU-33, so this is a target bomb. Or training bomb. They'll actually use this, drop it on targets. We go out there and make sure that they have exploded, and if they haven't, then we'll blow them up and get rid of them so that the maintenance crews can go and then reset the targets so our F-35 pilots have more targets to hit.
And that's why this job is so dangerous,
It
right?
is dangerous. And so I want to kind of demo this
Some of the armor
plate,
that they wear,
right?
yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, so I'm going to have, hey, Troy, can you come over
Yeah.
here?
All right, so what are you putting on her right now?
So this is a, go ahead and turn a little that way for me. Yep. This is a standard issue here, Luke Air Force Base plate carrier. Now, what this does for us is this gives us an opportunity to protect ourselves from bullets and smaller fragments.
It is heavy, yeah.
It also gives us additional tools, so we can use this to tag on tools that we may need in contingency environments. So, for instance, dump pouches or knives. Dump pouches for additional like reconnaissance tools. So if we find something that's unexploded, we have to figure out what it is first before we can just get rid of it.
So what is this up in front?
These right here, these are PMags, so they carry 5.56 rounds, up to 30.
Be careful,
I
Tram.
was gonna say, I'm not going to touch it.
Don't worry, you're not carrying a standard combat load. You're,
Okay, good.
you're just
Thank
here for the
goodness.
range.
Yeah.
Let's take a look at a couple other things here. This is very interesting. This is a huge flare. Is this dropped from a plane? How does this work?
Correct, yeah, this is a LU-2 illumination flare, so this will actually get dropped, and they can use it for various mission sets, either to light up the skies for reconnaissance purposes, for ground units to be able to navigate around, or to identify adversaries. So we'll find these sometimes on the Barium Goldwater range if they haven't been completely burned up.
You got to burn them up. And what's the? Look at the size of this bullet.
Wow.
The F-35 shoots these.
That's right, yeah, this is a 25 millimeter projectile, and that is what comes out of the F-35, and they'll actually go out to the Barium Goldwater range and shoot those.
Okay, what about this?
This is an MJU-7, so this is a countermeasure flare. So what will happen is our planes will be flying, and obviously bad guy planes are coming after them. This right here hides a signature or changes the signature for weapons that are coming in to damage or destroy our own aircraft. So this gives off a fake decoy signature.
Okay, Troy, you're scaring me right
Tram,
here.
now listen.
Be careful. I mean,
I
I
don't
know I
think you
get
wanna
you
be
mad
messing with me.
sometimes. Yeah, but seriously.
Look at this thing.
Oh
I feel like
my
I'm playing a
goodness.
video game. What is this?
So this is a PGU-7 RPG. So we always bring this out because it's definitely a crowd pleaser. Because whether
I'm pleased.
whether it's seen in a movie or Call of Duty, everyone wants to kind of throw that over their shoulder. But this is actually a good example of a training aid that we have amongst many training aids we have here at EOD. We have not just U.S. ordnance, but foreign ordnance.
So you can find this on the battlefield, correct?
That's correct, yeah.
Wow.
Iraq, Afghanistan, I mean, numerous other countries. This is probably one of the most, I guess, proliferated munition that you'll find out there. So we need to be trained not just on our stuff, but the other stuff so that we know how to properly take care of it.
Okay,
Coming
Rambo,
up.
put that thing down, please.
Hey, hold on.
You're
What,
scaring
you talking to me?
Yeah.
Are you talking to me?
Yes, exactly.
I'm not sure you're
I know I get you mad sometimes, but seriously. Oh my goodness. So this is interesting too because, sometimes, maybe if you're shopping at Goodwill, we were talking earlier or something like that, sometimes you find certain things like this. Maybe not this, but, and then, what do you do?
Well, firstly, if you were to find these things, I would suggest that you immediately call 911. in a calm fashion. Anything that you find, leave in place. But what would happen is we would work with that law enforcement agency through the base and actually respond with explosives and tools to make sure that we can mitigate whatever UXO, which is an unexploded ordnance, that you may have come across in that situation.
And that's happened before, right? I mean,
Yes, the responses for unexploded ordnances, or UXOs, are one of our more prevalent calls here at Luke Air Force Base. We have a 62-kilometer area of responsibility that if military munitions are found, we here at the unit are responsible for them.
all right.
Oh.
Thank you so much for what you do, all of you, truly. By the way,
you.
2 hometown heroes right here from Yuma.
Yes, from Yuma.
Yeah, and from Flagstaff, right?
Flagstaff, correct. Yes, ma'am.
Thank you so much, all of you, for your
All right,
service.
we're not done with these guys yet.
No.
We're going to come back. We have another segment. They're going to show us how this robot works.
Oh.
And they're going to get in their big bomb suits. So don't go anywhere. All right, we're going to send it back to you, Mark Caribe. It's been a great day out here. I mean, and every 5 minutes, some big jet comes roaring over. Here's another one coming down
I
for a
know.
landing right now.
There we go.
Yeah, back to you guys.
And we have so much more coming up.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, we do. And listen, we want to be invited back.
Yeah.
So Troy, put
Try
the
not to put the RPG in fire mode. please.
exactly. Put the weapons down, Troy.
I don't know. I felt pretty tough with that thing.
I don't know. You could see the soldiers' faces. They were rethinking everything about this.
Yeah, there was that. Guys, that's incredible. Incredible out there. We'll have more with Tram and Troy
Oh.
coming up in a little bit.
All right, coming up next.